The massive stone door was closing, but their companion inside had fallen. None of the dozen people went to help. Only this man disregarded the danger, running in during the final moments before the door closed. He rushed with all his might to save someone, only to be met with mockery. Miho's words weren't mockery, because this was a maze. Everyone had been trapped inside for 3 years, unable to find an exit to the outside world, and every evening the gates would close, not opening again until the next day. No one had ever survived a night inside, because once the stone doors closed, monsters would appear. Thomas and Miho lifted their injured companion, seeking a place to hide, but the monsters' roars were already close. If they didn't abandon their injured companion, they would all lose their lives. However, at that moment, vines caught Thomas's attention. He pulled Miho along to drag their companion up. Just as they were about to succeed, the walls suddenly began to move. The terrifying monster appeared. Miho was frightened. If they didn't escape, they would be discovered. He abandoned their companion and ran. It turned out to be a giant scorpion. He hurriedly turned to leave, but after taking just a few steps, a disgusting blob of slime fell down. Thomas was scared and began to run, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't shake the monster's pursuit. Soon he was cornered. Watching the monster closing in, Thomas wanted to fight to the death. He jumped right over it. After a chase, Thomas used vines to trap the monster. Miho, who had fled, returned, pulling Thomas as they began to escape. They came to a corridor that was closing. Thomas stood still. It was the moving walls, giving him another idea. The next morning, the massive stone doors opened again. No one was at the end of the corridor. Everyone began to worry about them. It seemed Thomas and Miho were dead. Unexpectedly, just as they prepared to leave, the two appeared again, and had brought out their injured companion. Everyone was stunned.